Hey guys, it's Hugo with Victorville News. I'm here on scene of a traffic accident on Highway 395 and between Eucalyptus Street and it's actually between Bear Valley Road and Luna Road. I'm going to flip the camera over and show you guys a helicopter that's landing here. Right now we're on 395 and La Mesa Road. We have Mercy Air that's landing here on scene. They're going to be transporting one person that was involved in a traffic accident. I'm going to stay quiet so you guys can listen to what's going on. All right, guys, so we have Mercy Air that has just touched down here on La Mesa. This is the portion of La Mesa Road that is unfinished, and Mercy Air helicopter just landed on scene. They're going to be meeting fire personnel with Victorville City Fire to transport a person that was injured in a traffic accident. I'm going to pan over to my left, and here you'll see the ambulance that is preparing to transport the patient over to the airship. I'm going to pan further over to the left over here, and as you can see, this is the scene of a traffic accident involving a Mercedes SUV and a white Peterbilt tractor trailer. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there is damage to the front end of the SUV, and the SUV is crossed over the shoulder of the highway here. We also want to point out that there are two utility poles with high tension power lines that were knocked down during this accident. So it is a very dangerous situation when you have active power lines that are now down on the ground. So we do have Edison on here that we're working on shutting down the power and treating the injured person here. So here we go once again. I'm going to pan over to what's happening here. We do have the Mercy Air team that's just now arriving. They're going to be greeting the people over here at the AMR paramedics to discuss the patient care that's going to be needed before they transport that person over to this helicopter that's going to be taking the injured person to a trauma center. So once again, guys, for those of you that are just now joining this broadcast on YouTube, I do want to let you guys know that we are on scene of a traffic accident on Highway 395. As you can see, there is a vehicle here that was involved in a head-on crash with this semi. Right now we do have Highway 395 is shut down between Bear Valley Road and Luna Road. So if you're coming on 395, both directions are completely shut down between Bear Valley Road and Luna Road in Victorville. And it's probably going to remain that way for several hours because there's extensive damage to these utility poles. Like I said, two of them were knocked down during this traffic accident. So there are power lines over there that will need to be repaired along with those two utility poles that were knocked down. So this is going to definitely take a while. Yeah, someone just said that part of Highway 395 is very low visibility at nighttime, and it is. I agree with you. The lanes are pretty narrow, and so it kind of makes it for a very difficult drive. But it is broad daylight right now, so definitely they were able to see one another. If that was the issue here, it was broad daylight when this accident happened. So once again, this is the helicopter here that has landed on scene of this traffic collision. Mercy Air is landed here on La Mesa. It's the unfinished portion of La Mesa Road that will soon be connecting all the way down to the 15 freeway, the La Mesa Nisqually interchange. But for right now, it is closed, and the helicopter Mercy Air did land here at the scene. They are waiting to transport this patient that is now in the ambulance and will be placed into the helicopter and transported to a trauma center. Once again, guys, this is a traffic accident involving an SUV and a tractor trailer on 395. Right now, we have sheriff's officials that are looking at the vehicle, probably just working their typical investigation that's happening here in the roadway. So it appears that the driver of the semi is okay. So I'm not sure if the person that's being transported is possibly the driver of that vehicle, but the driver of the semi, I believe that's him there, the guy in the black shirt and the blue jeans. He seems to be okay, and he's taking video and photos of the incident that happened here. So one person is being transported from this accident, and it appears to be the driver of that black Mercedes SUV. There is also another semi here that stopped just right up ahead of that accident. Not sure what the connection is. There's actually 3 semis that are a total of 4 tractor trailers that are stopped here at the scene, and so not sure what the involvement on each one of those was. We'll definitely talk to sheriff's officials for an update on more of the cause of the accident. Right now it's still an active scene with fire personnel working to treat this person that's going to be transported to a trauma center. All right, guys, so once again, for those of you that are just now joining this live broadcast, this is the scene of a traffic accident on Highway 390 and between Bear Valley Road and Luna Road. As you can see down over there, there are some power lines that are down. So as you can see there are 2 power poles that are missing, and they are down on the ground, and the lines have snapped. So that was a very dangerous situation for people that were driving through here when that happened. Live power lines that are carrying a lot of voltage. It's a very dangerous situation. So thankfully, it wasn't much worse with those live power lines down on the ground. So Sean asked if there was a fire. Well, just before this crash happened, at least an hour ago, if you go to our website, Sean, VVNG.com, we have an article up about that fire, along with a couple of photos of what happened there. And so, yeah, there was a fire not related to this incident at all. It was a fire that happened on Eucalyptus and Highway 395. So it's probably 2 miles from here. If you keep going southbound on 395, it's Eucalyptus is up there. There was a fire. It was actually about 2.5 acres or so, and it was a brush fire that happened just a couple hours ago. And Victorville City Fire responded to that along with Cal Fire, and they were able to get a good handle on it very quickly, considering that it's a windy day and the winds definitely pushed the fire closer and closer to other brush and even eventually houses. So they were able to get a good handle on it and had it out fairly quickly. So once again, this is the Mercy Air helicopter here that is on scene. So I hope you guys can hear me because it is kind of loud. I'm trying to speak as loud as I can to the microphone here close to the phone. Right now it looks like they're going to be getting ready to transport the patient out of this ambulance. I wish I could tell you how long Highway 395 will be shut down for. Unfortunately, we don't have that information yet. It'll probably be up to the Edison employees who need to come out here and evaluate the extent of the damage here. So as you can see there, it's kind of hard to tell because of the shakiness, but there are some poles that are down over in that direction. So, oh, there you go. So here we go. We have one person that's being transported to the helicopter. This is the patient. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, I apologize about the shakiness. I'm trying to take photos with the other camera. And so here we have the person that's now being transported onto the helicopter, and they're going to be airlifted to a trauma center. I'm going to grab a photo, so I apologize for the shakiness. All right, guys, I'm good. So This is 395 in La Mesa, 395 between Bear Valley Road and Luna Road. Right now, 395 is shut down because of an accident that happened here, 395 near La Mesa Road. There was a crash involving a black Mercedes SUV and a black Mercedes SUV that crashed into a semi. The driver of the semi, I'm told is a woman, was injured and is being airlifted to a trauma center for further treatment. So right now the Mercy Air team just placed the patient into the helicopter. You're seeing the firefighters are going to walk away and clear the scene from the helicopter so that they can now lift off here. So we'll go ahead and show you video of the scene and then the helicopter taking off before I cut off and get back to seeing what else we can find out. So this is Highway 395. Right now you're looking at 395 towards Bear Valley Road, and as you can see, there are some poles that are down in the roadway there's 2 poles that are down and they're going to need to be repaired. So for that reason, Victorville Sheriff's Department has shut down the roadway because of this crash here involving this semi and this black SUV. All right, so I'm going to turn around and show you guys the airlift here. So the helicopter is preparing to take off now. So that was the Mercy Air helicopter that just left the scene of this crash. Thank you guys for watching this live broadcast. This is Hugo Valdez reporting live from the scene of 395 and La Mesa Road. We'll have more of an update on VVNG.com. So if you go to our website, VVNG.com, we'll have a full update for you guys later today. Thank you.